Endings and new beginnings, that fresh start ahead. Let's see how Divine Feminine's read is coming up this way. Welcome back, Divine Feminine. We're here to go do your update. Excuse me, a bit tongue-tied. This week is looking very interesting indeed. If you haven't joined our members come through, we do have the next week's edition out, as well as our super chats that are hosted through the month and our coaching and support that does occur within Discord, which you have talk, text, and video. Separately, we do have the joint connection. If you want to see where the energy is at between masculine and feminine, don't forget to come through and make sure you see where that's at week by week. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine's update. First up in the mix, we'll take a look at the overall, and then we're going to get into the crowning energy. Now, the first thing I was really picking up psychically from your read this week, Divine Feminine, especially because we're moving into the eclipse season, I'm really seeing a big transformation here. I do feel, especially because there is a common theme with Divine Feminines, that you guys usually can pick up on things quite psychically. Your aura directly can be impacted, your ascension symptoms. So you're very susceptible, okay? Are we open to change? 9 times out of 10, no, we're not. It's not to say that we don't want to change. It's to say that change usually feels uncomfortable unless we directly have our own physical hand in the mix of things. I do feel, Divine Feminine, you're having revelations at the moment. It's funny, this card drops down to an 8. We do currently have Pluto in Aquarius, which is very Scorpionic in nature in a wider view. Your values, your vision of life beyond death. Now, I feel this is a rebirth. I feel this is a shedding of skin. This is wanting new looks, connecting to romances in different ways, connecting to friendships in different ways and value systems. But I definitely feel for you. This is almost your crowning glory. It's like you're having this brand new chapter, this brand new vision of your life. And I feel this is a very positive thing. I don't necessarily feel initially going into the eclipses, are we going to feel comfortable? But I feel for a lot of you, you might have been picking up on this psychically for a few weeks now. And this can be a clock ticking. It can feel a natural cycle is changing. You also can be picking up on something happening on your twin side, which is quite large. Many of you felt that these changes would have been addressed a lot earlier, especially in your twin flame joint connection. And I'm noticing the beauty really coming through with the woman on the card, and her intuitive energy is flowing like a diamond. It's really quite pure, quite clear, quite ascended. But separately, this woman really can feel that time has really taken a toll on them. Okay, taken a toll, taken too long, withered the soul. Even though deep down inside and externally, you are the diamond, you are the empress. I feel your manifesting power is quite large, but you just need to move into receivership mode. Some of you could pick up, there's lots of directions you want to address at this point. There's a lot going on. It feels very, very busy. I'm also seeing for some of you, there are eyes on you. Now, I'm going to pull a clarifier, even though it's early in the game, but I'm getting 2 messages. Whenever I get 2 messages, we have to ask 2 questions. The first one that's been shown to me is a negative point of view. There's jealousy. There's projection placed towards you. Do I feel some of you could have psychic attacks? Yes, that's possible. Separately, I do feel there's a possibility. This is a very positive thing. This can be individuals really looking at you, finding you to be quite divine, being quite attracted to you. But again, this time I do feel a lot to do with your appearances changing as well. Yeah, this is opportunities. This is you looking at your life of opportunities. This could be with suitors, with careers, but I definitely feel it's options. The other is the deep, deep connection you hold with your twin. But, you're really saying to universe, look, I want a deep love. I want something that isn't just surface. I want something that's really deep. I want something that's ready to transform and to honor the glory, the glory of who you are. And you want something to flow. You want it to go to that next level. You don't want it to remain in stagnancy. I feel some of you are saying that, if you had just sometimes when we reach a certain chapter in our life with our ascension, we're looking at things, and I'm noticing that you've really had to go with the flow with things. You've really had to, deal with the ebbs and flows of the waves, but now you're sort of realizing you want to have more flow in your life. You're wanting to get back into a rhythm the way things were before, where potentially you were nonchalant, you were very detached from the circumstance, you were living very much in the moment. You feel some of that you have lost. So some of it is actually showing me that your style of relating to the connection is evolving. Now, can it sway at an extreme level? I feel for some of you, yes, it could. There could be bitterness towards the time that it has taken. There also can be resent towards all the changes you have been through, and really, really viewing what fruit was left. They're also making reference in the heart of the situation that you need to look at how worthy you are. Some of you, it can be, when we're triggered, sometimes we can be like, why have I done this for? Why have I accepted this? Because I'm also noticing you realizing that there are options, but there is also the spiritual connection. So while you're mulling through that, some of you can really be getting to a point where it can be quite extreme and it can be quite angry. Others of you are realizing you learned quite a valuable lesson and you have all these grand creative ideas. You're really opening up and realizing that you can never lose something that is truly yours. It may go quiet, but it's never lost. It's always yours and it always comes back. So it's about moving into receivership mode and finding the amusement in the situation. But that does take quite a high level of ascension. So it's about trusting yourself and realizing if you feel the need to change something to do such, could that be your image? Could it be a belief system? Whatever that changes that you're feeling you're needing to change, I feel you're moving into it with open arms. But they're also referencing very strongly to not underestimate the value of how they see you, because they actually do see you as very valuable, even though circumstances have made you feel unvaluable. Yeah. Beauty is in the heart. They're pointing to the heart here. There can be a lot of higher heart chakra. Some of you have a head and heart decision to make, and it's funny that, on the third eye, it's literally a love heart. And on the heart chakra, it's a circle. It's home. Now, at the foundation. Wow, you're really raising the bar. I feel some of you are looking at, caring for your wellness, getting into a happy vibe, placing yourself first. Looking at patterns and habits. Whenever we see 6, it can be, when we look at the astrological position of 6, It's the house of our undoing, realizing that we must look after ourselves, realizing patterns and habits that we had that potentially could sabotage life. Yes, some of you could be thinking, gosh, I've been waiting ever so long. So have I been sabotaging myself? Should I be open to separate connections? It's your soul path. How you feel that is navigated is totally up to you. I don't know why I'm hearing the I can buy myself flowers song. Yeah, you want somebody to appreciate everything that you are. I don't know. There's some of you I just keep getting, does this person love me? Does this person love me? Some of you are feeling this person isn't going to open up. Some of you have a lot to say. They're saying don't censor it. It doesn't need to be narcissistic, but, don't censor it. This person does have a lot of passion for you. This person does feel that you have the most amazing ideas, that you have so much to offer, that you're very, very creative. They find you deeply creative. They're also saying, well, why would you even presume that, even in the afterlife, they feel this would continue between you and them? They're asking why you would feel it's you and not them. Yeah, they're definitely honing into don't compare yourself. Do not compare yourself. You are you're uncomparable. They're saying there's no competition here. There's no competition. You are unique. Okay, what do we need to know about the outcome, please? Say what you mean. Oh, gosh. Okay, there's going to be a question for some of you. There's going to be a question posed to you. For some of you, be open to this individual giving to you. They're resolving a situation so they can give to you. It won't need to be anything you need to do. If you're worried, will we have somewhere to live? Will we have finances? Will I have the money to do X, Y, Z? They're making reference to move into receivership mode. If this has been a block within the karmic path that you have felt they've been quite stuck on, something's changed here. Something definitely has changed, but I'm definitely seeing Divine Feminine go through an upheaval. And I do feel for the next 2 weeks, this can be a little bit testing. Those of you that roll with that wave, I think it can be very beneficial. I can't wait to tune into next week's energy. When we get the middle point, it's almost like, we move towards the eclipse, eye of the storm, move towards the out. I just really feel spiritually, this is a portal. We're in eclipse season. This is a portal. Things are changing. I definitely see you may need to be aware of that. Don't expect too much of yourself. Move into alignment of knowing who you are. Be open to things. If you need to say anything, feel open that you can. Because it almost feels like Divine Feminine is really trying to transform the way they're communicating, really transforming the way they're feeling towards the situation. Make sure for those of you who are in communication to be quite open. If your intellect is saying listen more, talk less, do such. However, for some of you, it can be this need to be honest with the circumstance. And honest doesn't mean that we're perfect. It doesn't mean, hey, this is the truth, so that's the only truth. I feel it's to do with something that's on your chest that you want to let out. I do feel journaling can help with this, but for some reason, I'm really feeling there's a big change here. And I think you're just going to need to ease yourself into it, dolls, because change can feel uncomfortable. The decision and the direction you feel you're going in, again, can shift yet again. And I do feel some doors are opening. and karmic doors closing. So be open to it this week. Don't forget to come through and see the joint connection. We will be having a look at that. And the super chats now are within the members. So if you want all these videos ahead of the crowd, come through. Otherwise, I will see you for the twin flame joint connection on Sunday. Take care, and I'll see you soon.